Hello everyone, welcome back to Polly's Pretties. So I'm coming at you today with some tags I told you guys I would make. Pardon my throat. Um, but these are using some of the stamps that I got in those stamp lots that I was buying from eBay. And I didn't put any fibers, whoosh, gosh, thank you, fibers in the top of the tag because I'm not 100% sure exactly how I'm going to use them yet. Whether I'm actually going to put them on gifts or if I'm going to put them in a scrapbook for certain spots and stuff, or how I'm doing it. So I'm just going to show you what I made, explain to you how I did it, where the papers came from, and so forth. So we'll start, and I'm going to do smallest tag first. Okay, so this is one of the Tilda stamps I got, Magnolia Tilda. And then the trees are another woodblock stamp, and this is also a woodblock stamp here. The background paper, let me see if I can change my lighting a minute. There, that might be better, yeah. The background paper is from a Mary Mary 12 by 12 paper pad by DCWV. It's a couple years old. And then I have actual crafter's chalk, and I took my crafter's chalk and just went around the edges of the white pieces where I cut them out so that they would have just a little bit of a design about them. So I put 3 stamps in this tag and incorporated it. Wow, okay, English is not my strong suit today. To give it this look. This is the smallest one I did. Now the next one, parts of this were not really supposed to be Christmas, but I tried to turn it into Christmas, so we're going to see how I did. And again, the paper on the background is from the Mary Mary paper pad by DCWV. It was gifted to me by my dear friend Julie M. Kennedy. Thank you, Julie. I'm getting a lot of use out of it. So it says, "You're unforgettable." Okay. And I used a lot of different stamp sets in this. The snail, the mushroom, the frog, the flower, and the dragonfly are from one set. The gingerbreads are from another. And this holly berry and leaves is from another. And the unforgettable comes with the frog set. But here's what it looked like. And then on the mushroom here and on the candle and on the holly, I took a white paint pen. It's one of these ones I bought. It just says white permanent marker, actually, but it's supposed to be a paint pen. And I just took it and I just kind of put a little bit on there, here and there, to kind of resemble snow. So that is how that one came out. This one I love. I don't know. I really like, well, I really like all these, but I've really kind of liked this one. I think I had a good fun play with the markers on this. So again, the background paper is from Mary Mary. All of the background paper is. From DCWV. And this is 3 different stamps. I have my Magnolia Tilda Baker, and then I have the holly, which was a stamp, and the trees, which were a stamp. And I edged around this with a real light pink crafter's chalk. And I thought she was extra cute. And then this one here is also a Magnolia Tilda as the main focal point. I edged around it with the baker's chalk, or crafter's chalk. Wow, I'm thinking of baking because of that one. And then the little present was a stamp of its own, and I just popped it up and put it on there because I thought it worked really well with this. Then we have another one which incorporates 3 different stamps. A Magnolia Tilda as the main, the snowman as a stamp by itself that I popped up, and then there is also this snowflake, which is on here. And I thought this was really cute, and it was really fun. So, and then last but not least, we are back to the frogs. Yes, I know frogs aren't Christmas. Well, in this case, they are. So I used 1, 2, 3, 4 different stamps to make this one. And here's what it looks like. And my little frog is dancing because he's happy it's Christmas. So up here is a stamp. This is the Christmas lights. Here's a stamp for the tree, a stamp for the candy cane, and a stamp, of course, for the frog. And I thought it turned out really rather cute. The only thing I think I was missing was I thought I had them, and I guess I must have used them all up. I thought I had those little sticker Santa hats by Jolie's Boutique, but I didn't have any. But that's my little tag makes out of those. And I was having, like I said, just a really good time making these. I just was having a lot of fun with it, as you could probably tell. Oh, and I have some new thumb jewelry. The hub's got us. Let me see if I can get it up there right. Matching rings this year for Christmas. I know they're early, but he had to make sure they fit. So now I'm only missing one ring on one finger, but I don't think I can find one to fit that. But these were called Viking Crusader rings. And we both like the Viking style of things, so very nice buy, very unsuspected buy. But I wanted to show you some other things that happen. So, just in case this ever happens to you, I have a Tweety Bird stamp here, okay, and I'll explain what happened there. And then when you show you this, you're gonna know what happened here probably. This is one of my new ones. So my doggy got a hold of this one and chewed it, and chewed the rubber off of it. Okay, but as you see, the rubber is on it again. This one, the rubber had fallen off. This was from a yard sale, and my son got me this, and I don't want to, depart with it. So what I did, and I learned this a long time ago, and it works pretty good, at least every time I've tried it, is instead of throwing them away, even though this guy looks beat up, it's still usable. And this guy was looking kind of rough. Grab out the Aleene's Tacky Glue. Now, Aleene's is the only one I've tried, so I don't know if any others would work. But I have used Aleene's, and it has never done me wrong. And you put the Aleene's Tacky Glue on the back of the rubber piece. Okay? And then you gently put it in place where it needs to be. You leave it sit like this, upright like this, overnight with something heavy on it to press down. And I usually leave mine sit a full 24 hours before I try to do anything at all with them. And usually, if you do it right and don't leave an oversmear, usually they will print right out perfectly, and you just saved your stamp. So I figured I'd come and share that with you since I had to work on those two. And like I said, the only glue I've ever used it's called Aleene's Original Tacky Glue. And I got this one at Dollar Tree. So, but this does work. Yes, it does. I've used it before. So, and I want to tell y'all another little secret. So my black ink ran out, right? And I told you I bought a new one, right? Never tried it before. Never. Okay. It was this VersaFine Clair in the color Nocturne. Here it is. Got this from Amazon. I'm going to tell you what, guys. I love it. I want to get more of these. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Everything I have stamped in that, brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I've had so much fun with it. All these ones here that I stamped were stamped in that. All the pieces. And let me show you here. There's some more Magnolia Tildas I didn't color in yet because, well, they're not really Christmas. And I'm trying to figure out how to turn them into Christmas. I don't know. A Christmas bat? We'll figure it out. Anyway, here's one. Like I said, this is all done with this Nocturne ink from VersaFine Clair. So I'm loving it. I may end up buying a backup just in case. And then there's this beautiful little girl. I think she's gorgeous. Now, I did all the stamping, so if you see parts that aren't showing up so good, it's probably my fault. So, there's that one. This one, I have no idea how to make Christmas because they're holding a butterfly. And I've never seen a butterfly on Christmas. So, and then there's her. Now, I'm going to explain about this one. This is kind of cut off, and I'll explain why. Because my paper was too small for the castle. I did not plan that one as good as I thought I did. So, that's how that worked. Let me get this back in here. And then I'll show you some other ones I stamped out. So here was another set I stamped. And some of these are a little light in places because I can't put pressure like I used to anymore. So I'm going to have to pull the pressure tool out. So, but here's this handsome feller. I think he's so cute. Then this one is the one that said, I miss you, thinking of you across the miles, holding you close to my heart and loving you. Look how beautiful that turned out. This one was my fault. I can guarantee you that. It's the little fisher that was holding the frog, and I didn't get his one arm real good. But I can see enough of it to draw it in. Not that I'm a drawer, but I think I can follow those lines. And then here's another little fishing one that I know is my fault. Making sure I only have one here. Okay. And that's that one. I think she's adorable. Can't wait to get her. Although I don't know how I'm going to make her Christmas. Well, if I can get a hold of this one. Yeep. Okay. This one is so cute. Look at here. I love it. Then this one I know is my fault. I didn't get enough pressure in the center like I should have. But it's a cuckoo clock with a little mousey climbing up. And then here you get 3 stamps in one. And I love the Paddington Bear stamp. But there you are. And then this one you get 3 stamps. You get the birthday one at the top. And then you get Nala and Simba from Disney. Then this one you get just a, what do they call these? Like a background stamp, a Happy Easter, and a really adorable bunny. Okay, and then this one you get Happy Easter, jelly beans, and the Easter egg. And these are stamps that I got through eBay, and they just turned out really good. And then here's some of the other stamps I had gotten before. As you can see, I didn't use them all. I've got like 4 on this one, 1 on this one. I've got, 2 on there. I've got 1 Christmas tree still. And I've got 2 on there still. Like I said, I was cutting these up, making them tags, having me a good old time there. But I didn't use them all. And then the last bunch I got is right here. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with some of these. And the reason I say that is some of the stamps, when they came, have this, I'm guessing it's paint. And it won't come off. I've done the whole trick where you take it under warm water with soap and a toothbrush and you lightly scrub over it. Well, it fixed 1 stamp, but that was it. It didn't fix the others. Now, I'm not getting rid of them. I'm still going to fight through because that's just me. But the gold paint, I think is what it is, won't come off. It's been dried on there far too long, and it is what it is. So I'll show you the one that fixed, and then I'll show you the couple other ones that didn't. But I'm going to show you some of the other ones. Okay, this one was my fault. I didn't get enough pressure on the one side of her dress, but I think she's adorable. Love her. And I got a repeat stamp, which is okay. Repeats are fine. Which is the little bear up here. And then the Danielle, I don't know what I'm going to use that for, but hey, who knows? Then... oh boy, finger today. Come on now. Come on. I know there we go. Okay, so the top one printed out beautifully. All right, and here is the bottom one. It didn't print so good. It had some of that gold, like, paint type stuff I was telling you on it. So it didn't, let me see, how do I have it that way? So it didn't print out real good there in that one corner. And I'll show you even after scrubbing it, because I'll show you the one I did. So here's the first one. And then after scrubbing, here's the second one. To me, it still looks the same. Now, I'm still going to use it. I don't care. That's fine. Okay, so here's the next one. And it kind of printed pretty decent, even though it had the gold, like, paint stuff on it. So I didn't worry too much about it. So, and then last but not least were these 2. Oops, sorry, no, I fibbed. Okay, so these aren't last but not least, but anyway, I'll be able to show you these. Okay, so this one, as you can see, both of these had the gold paint on them, and that's as good as the first print came. Well, I took them and did the whole scrub deal to it, and I was able, let me get this heart one so you'll be able to see. I was able to fix the heart one. Here's the first print. Here's after I did the clean. So it fixed. And then here's the first sunflower. And here is after I did the clean, and you'll tell that it's the same. There's no change to it. But that's okay. Like I said, I'm going to fight through. I'm still going to use them. And if I have to, I'll draw in what lines are missing. Because I'm stubborn. This was the last bit of this stamp set, and everything worked perfectly. There's the watering can. Down here is the little, right here, is the little handmade or hand stamped. That's what it is, hand stamped by. Then you have your border. You have the love heart. You have the ivy border, and then you have this little heart. And all of these turned out perfect. But it did teach me to watch so that if I see like something like that, like a stain on the stamp like that, that's not ink looking, next time I'll know to ask a question and find out, has it been used with paint? But excuse me, like I said, I'm not gonna cry about it really, because you know what? I can still use that stamp. Okay. And if I have to draw a few lines here or there, oh well, so be it. Ain't no big thing. Plus, my stamping no stronger than my hands are for pushing down sometimes. Sometimes I miss, like I showed you on her. She's a beautiful stamp, works beautifully. But you can see there's places where I didn't get enough pressure. So you know what? Sometimes you just got to work with it. And so that's what I plan to do. And we went and did some clean on the craft room the other day. The stamp sets back there now no longer are falling out and all over the place and icky looking like they were. I used a basket that my mother-in-law gave me a good while back, of one of those fabric ones. And I switched some stamps around, and now they're organized better, and I got room for the stamps that are here and stuff, so that's good. And it cleaned up the craft room some, which, yeah, we needed it. Now this stacking will get cleaned up. This is my coloring books for Christmas and winter, so they won't even be going away until later. I do have Christmas coloring, or Christmas. Well, it is Christmas. I do have coloring I did in November, which, sadly, funny enough, is Christmas. But I'm not going to show those pages probably till the end of December when I show those ones, because there wasn't a whole lot. So, anyway, that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you ideas of maybe how to pull different stamp sets of yours that don't really go together, but you can put them together. And like I said, I'm still, brainstorming on how to turn these Magnolia Tildas into Christmassy looking things to use for like tags and whatnot. But that's what I've been doing. Today's been a little bit rougher because my stomach hasn't felt very good all day. But other than that, we do have our Christmas tree up now. It is decorated. We're just waiting on our tree topper to arrive. Our old tree topper went kaput, so we had to do a new one. We had got new tinsel this year. I wanted iridescent. Iridescent. There we go. Tinsel so that it would look like snow on the tree, because our tree's a big green tree, and I mean it's a big one. And I think I did good, because when the lights are down and everything, and boy, that thing shines. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. And we went for a homemade or natural Christmas tree. A lot of the ornaments on there are either homemade by my mother, homemade by me, my daughter, or my mother-in-law. And some of them are wooden, some of them are sewn, some are plastic canvas that I call them stink boxes. That's not really what they are. They're potpourri boxes, but they have Christmas designs on them. So it's all very homemade. And then there's a bunch of huge pine cones. I don't know how many is on a tree, but they each come singly. My son had got them for me at a yard, so I finally designed them up. Got the hangers on them, and they're on the tree, some of them. And then this year I made, and I'm going to show you. And I left them plain this year because the bows I have did not do a thing for this. But I'll show you how it works. It's just one little plastic tea lights, and you... Oh, jeez, what is that? Okay, you break your finger to turn them on, and then they sit inside the ornament globe, and they glow like this. Okay, so you can see better from the side, maybe. And you put those on your Christmas tree with a hook, just like you would an ornament. And then at night, you turn the light on. And we have a good few of these on there. And boy, I'll tell you, it adds to that tree like nothing else. Okay, it really does. It adds to that tree like... I'm hoping when we get everything fully decorated, lights all up on the doorways and everything, which is hopefully tomorrow. I'm hoping that we'll be able to show you all the decorating that we've done because it's definitely different this year. And I've got, I don't know where they put that. I guess it's back there. I'm going to be upgrading, upchanging, cycling. I'm not sure what it's called. We've got a old manger piece. The other pieces went by the wayside. I don't know where they're at. But it's a bigger, like ceramic manger piece, and I am going to take some of my, yeah, moss. Sorry, I'm going to take some of this and add to it, and maybe do some other things to it. And I'm going to turn it into a more like a fairy area because I do have a fairy house and table and chair and some little fairies that I put with my Christmas village because they're actually made to go in a Christmas village. And I am going to continue adding to that side as well as like I told you, we're going to change it over to Harry Potter. I got one ornament this year so far, and that is Professor McGonagall and Professor Snape. Had to have that because that's two of my favorites. I think my next ornament that I want to look at is one with Hagrid, because Hagrid was just he was my favorite character. Like he really was. Um, so I think Hagrid is a must. Um, and of course it'll be slow going because anything Harry Potter, of course, is pricey. But we are going to slowly try to move that way. I just broke that now. Anyway, trying to turn on that light. But we're going to slowly try to move toward changing the pieces I have out, and changing them over to Harry Potter's. And if my son doesn't want the old set, the big old set that's mismatched and bought from here, there, and everywhere, if he decides he doesn't want it, what I'll do is donate it so that somebody else can get use out of it. Because I know one of our local thrift stores around here doesn't price things, outrageous. So I will take it there, donate it, and then that gives that a chance to go home with somebody else who may want it that doesn't have that. So, and you guys, I was watching something today, and some of you folks probably already know this lady, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm wishing I had extra money this year. Seriously, I'm wishing I had extra cash, and not to go buy anything for me or my family. There's a lady who has a channel here on YouTube. Lavender Hazelwood Witches, I think is the name of the channel. And she does where she donates $100 or 100 plus, depending on how much she gets and raises. And she donates it to good causes like, say, animal shelters that are no kill, um, to help the animals this time of year. Or it might be like a shelter for like horses and donkeys and ponies. All of it has to do with like animals and wildlife. And it's not just ones here in the US. I mean, some of these folks she donates to are different places. I mean, there's some in California, I think I saw. I think there was one in Australia. Um, but anyway, if you get a chance, go check out her channel and find that video. Um, and if you do nothing else this Christmas, if you can help, even if it's only $3, please go do it. I'm actually going to see if I can scrape up a little bit to go do it myself. I don't know if we can. I mean, my husband just got laid off, sadly. So, and he's off till January at least. So, I don't know if we can, but I'm going to look into it. But if you get a chance, go check out her channel. I don't care if you believe in witchcraft or not. It ain't about that. What I'm talking about is saving the animals. Okay, helping the animals. All right. But if you get a chance, just go look at that. Go watch the video. Let her talk to you. Let her tell you. But it was very touching. It really was. And it's something that if I could and I had enough money, I'd probably donate every cent I had. So, like I said, with the hubby just getting laid off, we're still going to look and see. We're going to see if we can come up with a little bit to donate. I don't know if I'll make it in time, but we're going to see. But yeah, go check out her channel. Watch that video. I don't care if you watch any others. Watch that one. She's doing a really good thing for good reasons. So, but this was my video for today, and I don't want to, bring anybody down. We're supposed to be coming up, This is that time of the year. So, anyway, go watch her video, listen to it, listen to what she says. If you can help, please help. If you can't, don't feel bad. I mean, sometimes we can, sometimes we can't. And we all know that, especially the way today's economy is. But anyway, those are my tags. Like I said, it just goes to show you can take something that isn't really Christmas, color it a different way, and turn it into Christmas. I mean, the Magnolia Tildas that I had, there was one that was winter, but like this one, she's just a little fairy. She wasn't really Christmas. I just colored her Christmas. Frogs aren't really Christmas, and of course I didn't color them Christmas because they're a frog. But look, I put it in a Christmas scene. There's one that is Christmas. I almost fibbed. That one is Christmas. And this one could be Christmas, because a baker you can turn Christmas easy. Just the colors you use. Here's the winter one. And you could make her Christmas, I'm sure. You could have changed that blue and purple to green. Or red, or, whatever Christmas colors you use. Again, here's another frog one. Not really Christmas, but he's Christmas there. Sometimes you just change what you have. Change it up. Do it up a little different. As a matter of fact, I plan to try to work on some more of these and turn them into Christmassy looking ones as well. And see how far I get. I don't know. Because I also want to dive into some of these and get some of these colored. Some of these books have not been touched, and then others of them have been touched quite a lot. So I want to get that done. And of course, I want to test out these 2 stamps that I worked on. So, take a chance and do some different stuff, and have fun. And don't forget, stay safe, stay warm, hug your loved ones. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to talk with you again soon. Bye-bye.